What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the post-mortem of the game where we have just drew 1-1 with Brentford, and it was a pile of dog shit. Brentford alone having 31 shots, hit the bar twice, had an offside goal ruled out, multiple balls given away in dangerous areas from us. They had 85 touches in United's box tonight, the most any team has managed in the Premier League in 5 years. 5 years. The fact that we nearly scraped out of there with a win, Sam, would have been a fucking crime, wouldn't it, based on that performance?
Yeah, Mason Mount should have been arrested and leaving the pitch if we could have got that with a win, because there was nothing in that where I could point to and go, that was good, that was interesting, I like to see that. Nothing. Not a single thing. Maybe Onana making saves, but apart from that, I can't. Honest to God, I haven't switched off and looked at my phone so much watching United since Louis van Gaal days. I haven't been that bored, and that game did it to me. And on top of that, it was the same mistakes that we've happened all season. Wide open on the counter, stupid passing, just letting players walk through us, and just conceding so many shots that you start to lose count by the end of the first half. Ridiculous. Absolutely fucking ridiculous.
I've actually give up with this team. I don't get how you can go from a performance like the one against Liverpool, where it's complete, just magic inside the stadium. You have 2 weeks off and you come back, it's back to step one again. Reset, just back to the same fucking habits. And not only just that, I thought individually, Sam, every single player was bad.
Shite.
Even some players might have excuses because they come back from injuries or whatever it is. Even Lissandro, when he came on, I don't know what the fuck he was doing with that pass where he just
gave it away.
I don't know what he was doing, and we did that so many times. And then you have the injuries with Varane and Lindelof. It's just it just doesn't seem to be going right, does it, at all? No matter how much hope or how much, kind of momentum we try and get, it just seems to stop. And I think a big factor of this is the shots conceded. Now,
Ridiculous.
we've had 498 shots against us in Premier League so far this season. Only West Ham, Luton and Sheffield have had more. That's a massive issue, isn't it?
Relegation fodder, isn't it? If you can see
Yeah.
that amount of shots, you should be in the relegation zone. And it's only because the fact that we've scored goals, or players like Garnacho and Højlund have pulled us out. Scott McTominay, another one, have pulled us out again.
I thought Højlund as well had a bad game. Sorry to interrupt that. I thought Højlund was shit.
Yeah, all shit. There's a couple of on the shots thing. Brentford's last 6 games, Burnley, they got 9 shots. Arsenal 9 shots. Chelsea 14. West Ham 14. Man City 6. Liverpool 15. How many did they get against us?
31.
What the fuck? Absolutely ridiculous. And then there's another one here. In the last 11 games, Manchester United have conceded 20 plus shots in 9 of them. The other 2 games had 16 and 17 shots in them. That's fucking insane. And then, Muppeteers put out a thing. It said, every game, there's multiple sequences where 3 simple passes just cut through our entire team and put the opponent through goal. It happened twice. I think he tweeted this at the first half. 2nd inches from goal, onside, and then the other offside. Could have been an 18-wheeler driving through the gaps in the press. It's just fucking shit.
It's the same themes we've seen all season. Shit pressing, no cohesion. We concede a cutback. We score and then instantly concede again.
How many times
happen?
How many times have we seen that cutback goal, by the way, this season? How many times?
Yeah, just too many. Way too
Ridiculous.
many. On-pitch injuries as well is another thing. This is what I'm saying. It's just a theme. It just happens all season. That almost felt... It felt worse. I know we'd lost to Fulham, but it almost felt worse just because of the manner of it. I was watching it. I was like, how the fuck have they not scored yet? What? I was just waiting for the inevitable. I was like... If we would have left that stadium with 3 points, that would have been the biggest robbery and the biggest heist since Leicester stumbled to 80 million quid for fucking Maguire. That was such a bad performance, and the only kind of positives you can take out of that, this is a glimpse of pros and cons, by the way, which is going to be fun. Onana and Mount getting his first goal, it's
good goal as well.
You know
Good
what I mean?
well.
But I wanted to get your question on, what did you think about the subs at the time when they came on?
I was obviously excited for Leacher coming on because I thought, yes, we've needed him, missed him dearly. I'm glad he's back on the pitch, but then he's clearly rusty as fuck because he just gave the ball away immediately. And then Casemiro, for fuck's sake, I'm done with that guy, man. Just scissor tackling and giving away a free kick on the edge of the box within 5 minutes coming on. What is he doing? It's not like he was tired. Like, what the fuck's he doing? Why is he doing that? And then back healing. Like, I don't understand it. I really don't. And Garnacho, I agreed with taking him off because he looked absolutely fucking knackered.
Yeah.
Looked tired. I think the commentator said he's played every game since November.
I would have taken him off earlier, to be honest with you. I could tell from the start, Garnacho did nothing in the first day. He was fucked. He weren't tracking back. He just looked like,
So, like,
really.
Anthony, he had that one thing that he does where he cuts in and it kind of close, but apart from that, nothing. And then the rest of Harry Maguire looked shaky at times. Just couldn't deal with Ivan Toney at all. Like, just was struggling with him. But yeah, I don't think there was a sub who came on where I was like, apart from Mason Mount, where I was like, yeah, you sort of helped the team there. Mason Mount was the only one for me.
Yeah, that's the point. Like Maguire, I know he came on and looked shaky, but both of our centre backs went off injured. So Varane and Lindelof, and then the two that came on were both ones that were only just coming back from injury themselves.
Fit. Yeah, they're not fit.
So it's just like a revolving door. I've just seen a quote from Thomas Frank there. You go 1-0 down in the 96th minute and you think football is brutal. I almost lost faith in a football god, but he gave a bit back. We had the most shots ever in the Premier League. How we didn't win this is incredible. Yeah. This is been beaten by like fucking... Are you there, Sam?
Yeah, you froze for like 10 seconds, but we're back now.
Did you hear? I said
no.
The 10. Brentford in the last 10 games have won 2, and they played fucking shit teams and lost, like to a decent amount of goals, conceded I don't know like 20 odd goals or whatever it was. Even Ten Hag recognises this, and you know we've played bad because sometimes when we do, Ten Hag comes out after it and he says something that annoys you a little bit. You're like, I think we played very well. I think we did this, whatever, blah blah blah. And I've just seen a quote from him saying, yeah, I think so. United are lucky to get a point, but if you're winning, then you shouldn't give it away. Where was the other quote I just saw? I don't know where it's gone. There's a stat here, though. In 2024, Man United have conceded 181 shots in the Premier League, more than any other side. This style is grinding on a lot of people in it, Sam. I think that's the big issue at the moment.
What style?
It's very open.
What fucking style?
Well, I know what he wants to do, but it's hard to implement it. Like, the reason why I preempt the kind of previews and even before the game today when I went live with the fact that we're coming back from the international break, you know, they're going to be rusted, they're going to be out of rhythm, there's going to be players that are lacking maybe a little bit of fitness or whatever, or are tired. And I think that's what you saw. And I think they're trying to... Ten Hag wants them to press, but a lot of them, like Rashford at times, Garnacho looked really, really tired. Højlund couldn't hold the ball up. Bruno was playing passes that were just never even reaching the man. No. The midfielders, McTominay, I forgot McTominay was on the pitch. Genuinely forgot McTominay was on the pitch.
He might as well just like took a break for it all.
He just like, even Kobe really, like, his bits, he was nice and tidy, but other bits where he was like losing out and he looked like physically a little bit off it. I don't know, man. I don't know where my head's at with this fucking team, because that game there, Sam, is the one that they need to win in it. When you look at, like, we've got Chelsea away, and then we've got Liverpool at Old Trafford, you need to win them games.
Especially with the fact that Spurs and Villa both won their games as well. Like, they didn't drop points, so you had to win just to keep pace with them, and you haven't. So you've effectively put yourself in a position where you're relying on Spurs and Villa to trip up at some point to get into that position, which... They seem to have put some form together now, so it seems like it's the impossible job. I understand the system that Ten Hag wants to play. But I'm not seeing it. Like, I'm just not seeing it, and I think certain players aren't working to the system. So obviously, the transitional style, you employ a counter press, so you press from the front. But in order to do that, your wingers have to be pressing the fullbacks and pinning them in order to win the ball back. But both our wingers want to go inside. So Garnacho's cut inside and Rashford wants to cut inside. So you just got the fullbacks to receive the ball and they've got all that space to run into. And
especially with Brentford as well, because they play with wing-backs.
And they just get out and it's done. And there's no press whatsoever. So it's just like, as soon as you lose possession, it's over. And you're just like, if this is the system we're playing, why aren't the players doing it? Is Ten Hag not instructing them properly? Are they just refusing? Are they just like I don't think they suit it. I don't think they can take to it at all. And maybe that's, you know, a little bit of coaching on Ten Hag's side and the coaching staff, but I think it's certainly the players.
as well, not being able to adapt to it. I think there's multiple things you can go through, which we can speak about for days. But I'm just looking at the Premier League table now, Sam. Same amount of games as Tottenham, and we're 8 points behind them. 8 points behind him. If we win our game in hand on Villa, we're 8 points behind them as well. So, and then there's how many games left? 9 games left, is there? 38 games in the Prem.
Yeah.
So 9 games there where you're gonna have to win almost all of them, pretty much, bar a mega slip up.
I don't see us doing that.
No, I don't. Another quote here from Ten Hag. Brentford wanted it more than us the entire game. After the international break, the levels are never as high as before. We were lucky to get a point, but if you're winning, then you shouldn't give it away. It's just madness, isn't it? I know we're so flippant on the Champions League thing, aren't we? Because we always feel like after the Fulham one, was like, yo, definitely gone. And then we could build a bit of respect up and a bit of trust. And it's something like this happens again, you're like, no, it's definitely gone. So I'm just I'm done with this season, man. I really, really am. If you can get out of it with an FA Cup, I think it's probably the best thing that can happen, isn't it, really?
I think the amount of times this season where we've won an important game, say that Liverpool game just before, there was another one as well that I can't remember off the top of my head. But there's been a bunch of games where, the Villa one, where we came back and we won. It's been a bunch of these games where we've got it and we're like, oh, this is the turning point. Things going to start picking up. And immediately the next game, we just lose. And it's just right back to square one. And that's just been the theme of the season. I think that's just how it's going to be. We've got Chelsea midweek. That could be a crapshoot because they are all over the place as much as us. So God knows what's going to happen there. And then you got Liverpool, which not in the cup competition anymore. So I think that's going to be an absolute battering, if I'm honest.
Yeah. And we've got Bournemouth away. We've got Coventry in the FA Cup. We've got Sheffield at home.
We played so well against Bournemouth last time out, didn't we? That went really well.
I forgot about that, to
really,
be fair.
Really well. I don't know what was worse, that performance or Bournemouth. I don't know which one was worse because both were fucking abysmal. I think you've just frozen again. So if you can still hear me, I'll just wait for you to come back. Are we back?
Hello?
Are we back? Cool. Yeah, you're back.
Yeah, go on. Repeat the last bit of your end point. Didn't hear it.
Yeah, I was just saying, obviously, Bournemouth, I don't know which one was worse, that or the Bournemouth one, because I remember watching the Bournemouth going, this is the worst performance of the season, but that might take it there. That might take the biscuit. There's a couple of comments from people in the chat. I'll read them out, and then you can...
go for it.
Andy Williams, please get Ten Hag out. He's the worst manager we've had since Moyes. Henry Jones, crap. Yeah, pretty much. Dan Everton, only 2 good points in that game. Return of Leacher, even that was fucking wobbly. And Tony was given offside. Yeah. No surprise, your 2 favourite players, Bruno and Rashford, absolutely stank the place out again. That's from James Roberts.
Who's 2 favourite players?
I don't know if he means ours or he means, I don't know. But they're not my favourite players, but fair enough. Henry Jones, we get ourselves back in position. The moment any pressure comes onto us, we drop. Yep. Simon Davis, be grateful for the point. Mate, if you watch that game, just watch the game back. You'll see why. Red Devil Studio, top 4-5, over now. No way those guys drop 8 points. He's sacked at the end of the season. I think he means Ten Hag. But yeah.
Do you know what's embarrassing? We're mentioning injuries and players coming back, right? And it's almost like the boy who cried wolf because Brentford, all of their starting back four was out.
Yeah.
All of them. No Ben Mee, no Ethan Pinnock. Aaron Hickney is it the right back, and no Rico Henry either, and they was out, and they still managed to put in a performance like that. So that's why it does make me question the tactical side of things, because if Thomas Frank can get that team going and get them organised and structured and play to the strengths, why can't Ten Hag do it? Why can't you recognise that that isn't going to work with the set of players that we've got? That's what concerns me. And last season he was able to change and adapt. And tweak a couple of things and manage to kind of get these results, and that's how we finished third and won a trophy.
Yep.
Now I'm like, I can't see this player being sustainable. I really, really can't.
It's the question, isn't it? Is it that he's coaching him this way and they're doing exactly what he asked, and this is the result, or is he coaching him stuff that they're either A, ignoring instructions and just doing what they want, or B, they're not capable of doing it? Which one? It's got to be one of the three, hasn't it? Because there's no way a manager who did that last season and was so effective with the way he did substitutions, won a trophy and finished third, and did what he did with Ajax, and then this becomes this season. Like, there's no way that happens overnight. Like, there's got to be something going on, and I'm running out of ideas to why it is. I really am.
Oh.
I don't.
We're running out of steam as much as the players are running out of steam, as much as the manager's running out of track. I don't know. It's a difficult one, man. I'm just fed up. I'm really, really fed up of getting my hopes up and then just watching that fucking crock of shit. And I think the majority of fans are probably feeling the exact same way tonight. After, especially on a Saturday night, it's a late kick-off as it is. We're almost touching like 11 o'clock, so I think we can just leave it like that.
Those away fans, man, you got to feel for them,
That's what I was going to be. I think I saw a thing, Lucas put something out before that the players give them all the shirts and stuff. United players give their shirts to fans at full time as a gesture of appreciation for attending such a late kick-off on Easter Saturday with no trains back to Manchester. Imagine how them fans are feeling right now after watching that.
The United should refund their fucking travel and their tickets.
Embarrassing. Fucking embarrassing, honestly.
All the way down to fucking Brentford on a Saturday night at 8 o'clock and put that shite in. Like, disgrace.
Crock of shit, wasn't it? Really, really was. Right. I do want to analyse the game properly. Give myself a little bit of time, and then I can do that and get that out tomorrow night. If you can, please do leave a like on the video for us if you thought that was a bag of shit. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Not the best kind of game to watch. For each individual, just awful. Tactically awful. Players were awful. Game was awful. Just not what you want at all, was it, Sam?
No, bag of shite. And yeah, the only thing I can positive is Onana and Mason Mount. Everything else can go suck a dick, really, because it's just awful. I think we've lost Nick. Oh no, he's back.
Even the internet and the Discord is having had enough on it. So yeah, I'm gonna give up myself. Have a wonderful weekend, guys, if you can. And me and Sam will see you in the next one. Take care.
Say